In this video, I am going to look at Cleric subclasses, starting with Tome of Foes, which has the black powder domain. As a forever DM, it's nice to peer over the screen sometimes and see what the players are up to over there. The black powder domain focuses on the explosive, unpredictable and destructive capacity of black powder. Gunpowder. Okay, black powder domain spells. First level you get Fog Cloud and Thunderwave. Heat Metal, great for people with armour. Pain. Shatter is actually a good spell I've learnt, as I've seen people using it. Fireball, obviously. Stinking Cloud speaks for itself. Confusion, Wall of Fire, Cloud Kill. Deadly Salvo indicates a spell found in this book. 5th level evocation, 1 action, 120 feet, 5 firearm paper cartridges needed. You cast this spell, the ammunition flies from your hand with a loud bang. Wow, you throw it. Targeting up to 5 creatures, you can launch the bullets at targets, one target or several. Make a ranged spell attack for each bullet. On a hit, the target takes 3d6 piercing damage. So 5 bullets doing that. Brilliant. This damage can experience a burst, as described in the gunpowder weapon property. Deadly Salvo. I love that straight away. When you choose this domain at first level, you gain proficiency with alchemy supplies or gunsmith's tools. Gunpowder Blessing, you can use an action to touch a weapon. The weapon gains the gunpowder weapon property for 1 minute. Starting at second level, you can use your channel divinity to harness the power of black powder, infusing it into the weapons of allies to make them more deadly and revoke your god's blessings, lessening the effects of enemy firearms. Ooh, nice. As an action, you can present your holy symbol and basically give it to an ally. Level 6, basically I can infuse an object in my hand to be like a bullet. 2d6 fire damage, or it can go up with level rises. 8th level, you gain the ability to infuse your weapon strikes with divine energy. When you hit, you cause an extra 1d8 fire damage, and then 2d8 later on. Greater Weapon Infusion, 17th level, yeah, pretty rare. You fill an object with explosive power for 10 minutes, and I can detonate it. I do like that, it's whether it's allowed in your D&D game. The Hunt Domain, so when such creatures that prey on towns become too aggressive for even druids to sort out, the Cleric can step in. Some new spells only found in this Tome of Heroes book. But at first level you gain proficiency in survival. You gain proficiency with a martial weapon, fine. You can inflict grievous wounds. When you hit, add 5 to the attack's damage, I like that. If you score a crit, you plus 10 to the damage. Yeah, nice. When my friend is being hit, I can use my reaction to grant them advantage. Divine Strike, I do an extra 1d8 damage with my attacks. I can stalk my prey. Not interested in that one particularly. The Mercy Domain promotes healing instead of harm. I mean, do I just skip that straight away? You heal, you revivify, you raise the dead. This is if you really want to play the healer only. And I'll be honest, I don't. Portal Domain. Gateways, rips in fabric of time and space. Running away, that sounds like. Bunch of spells in here, most of which I haven't heard of. See the Magic and Spells chapter for the detail on these special spells. Okay, that would be interesting to see somebody else play it, but I don't want to play it. You can touch your friend and know where they are. I can teleport the bonded creature somewhere as well as myself. I can eventually teleport an unwitting target. I can touch people through a 5-foot portal, so if they're far away, portal next to them, touch them through that. Interesting, like that. Transpositional Divine Strike. Ooh, portal. Imbue your weapon strikes with portal magic. You deal damage as normal, and you open a brief portal next to your target or another creature, and that creature takes 1d8 damage. As a duplicate of your weapon lashes out. That's good. You're just doubling your damage. When I see someone else cast a magical teleport spell, I can make them come out in a different place to what they wished. Again, that's good. Over lava, over a trap. Don't know whether I like the black powder one or this portal one. Serpent Domain. I'm snake person. Poison spray. I can speak telepathically with serpents, snakes, reptiles. I can grant 5 creatures stealth check advantage. I'm immune to poison, taking poison damage. Venom into my weapons. Change my look to be snaky. Not especially excited about that. The Shadow Domain embraces the darkness that surrounds all things and manipulates the transitory grey. When you choose this at first level, you gain stealth proficiency. Dark vision gets better. You can extend your touch reach. You can turn something's shadow against them. As a bonus action, you can become invisible. Add your wisdom modifier to any cantrip damage. I can affect more creatures with some shadow grasp stuff. There's lots of these. Vermin Domain. That is obviously ratty. Swarm of rats. Load of bites. Poison damage. Look like a rat. Wind Domain. Lots of wind-based spells. Learn Mage Hand. I can make the hand invisible. Arcane Trickster. You can fly. Gain flying speed and can't take opportunity attacks when flying. You're not the victim of opportunity attacks when flying. Storm Shield. When you take lightning or thunder, you can half the damage. Infuse your strikes with thunder damage. Yeah. Circle of Ash. Is it Volcano? It's Volcano. Start an eruption of ash. Your vision can't be obscured. You get temporary hit points because you're ash covered. You've got some sort of ash cloud. People make a dex save or take 66 fire damage because you basically explode upon death. Yeah, they were some interesting classes. Now let's look elsewhere. Looking in Tasha's Cauldron now. The Order Domain. Discipline. Devotion to the law. Also known as boring. I don't know anyone who's played the Order Domain. If you have, tell me if it's good. You can invoke the power of the law to I mean, I am out. I am absolutely out on the Order Domain. Peace Domain. It sounds equally as dull. The balm of peace thrives at the heart of healthy communities. You can forge an empowering bond among people who are at peace with one another. Soothing balm. No. Rubbish. Twilight Domain. Proficiency with martial weapons and heavy armour. You can see through the deepest gloom. You can magically share the dark vision of this feature with other creatures. Useful in certain times. As an action, you give one creature you touch advantage on the next initiative roll. That's a first level spell slot down. Twilight Sanctuary. As an action, you present your holy symbol and a sphere of twilight emanates from you. Filled with dim light, you get 1d6 plus your cleric level temp hit points. Ending effects. Charmed or frightened. You rise into the air at 6th level. Flying speed. Bit of radiant damage into your attacks. And that's Tasha's. None of those are really exciting for me. Does Xanathar have anything in? Forge Domain. The gods of the forge are patrons of artisans who work with metal from a blacksmith. Identify a heat metal. Magic weapon. Imbue magic into a weapon or armour. +1 bonus to AC. +1 bonus to attack and damage if it's a weapon. First level, I will take that. You conduct an hour-long ritual that crafts a non-magical item like suit of armour, weapons, ammunition. That's got to have some use. Resistant to fire damage, that's a biggie. While you're wearing heavy armour, you gain +1 bonus to AC. Deal extra fire damage. Fire damage is so useful. You gain immunity to fire damage. Damn, that's strong. While wearing heavy armour, you have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. That's good. I like that. It's not interesting, but it's a good, steady build. The Grave Domain, the Afterlife, things like that. When you would normally roll to restore hit points, you automatically gain the highest number possible. Yes, please, a good start. You gain the ability to sense the presence of undead. Well, they're usually not far. I count on that. You can curse somebody. The creature is vulnerable to all that damages attack that you choose, I guess. As a reaction, when you or a creature you can see within 30 feet of you suffers a crit, you can turn that hit into a normal crit. Oh, friends, right. You can add your wisdom modifier to the damage you deal. Bit more extra damage, yes, tanky. You can seize a trace of vitality from a parting soul. Hit points equal to the enemy's number of hit dice. Yeah, something interesting there. I am a fan of the Cleric, but let's check out my favourite Death Cleric. So, Death Cleric spells. First level, you learn a necromancy spell from any spell list. Second level, you can destroy another creature's life by touch. Damage is 5 plus twice your cleric level. Your ability to channel negative energy becomes more potent. You ignore the resistance that enemies put up against you to necrotic damage. Divine Strike, your weapon now has necrotic energy 1d8 and then it goes up to 2d8. Later on, when you cast a necromantic spell, it does 2 people, not just the one. I have a big soft spot for that, and I use that as Strahd's butler. I'll say no more. And in the good old PHP. Before going through these standard domains, I'm fairly sure that life is my favourite, but here, let's see. The knowledge domain, bit clever. Yes. Just clever with tools. Read a creature's thoughts. Okay. Add a bit of wisdom to your cantrip. Receive dreamlike glimpses of recent events. Hold an object and see the previous owner's visions. See visions of the previous owner. Visions of recent events. Okay. Mediumistic domain. The good old life domain. It's just good. Bless is really useful. Cure wounds, obviously. Spiritual weapon, good. Mass cure wounds, love it. If you don't know what to play a life cleric to get used to D&D. Present your holy symbol and restore hit points 5 times your cleric level. That is good. When you heal somebody, you get healed. Radiant damage comes on your weapons. Use the highest number of healing points that you can roll. Light domain. Getting a light cantrip makes things light up. When you're about to get hit, you can flash a light in their eyes. Present your holy symbol and any magical darkness within 30 feet is dispelled. And they take radiant damage. Use your action to activate an aura of sunlight. Very niche. Useful in the Underdark. Nature domain. Why not play a druid, people are thinking. Charm animals and plants. Use your reaction to gain resistance to certain elements. Your weapons can deal extra 1d8 cold, fire or lightning damage, your choice. Charmed animals or plants. Again. Tempest domain. Thunderously rebuke attackers. 2d8 lightning or thunder damage, your choice. When rolling that damage, you can do maximum instead. Push things away from you. 1d8 thunder damage. Flying speed. That's that. I doubt anyone ever plays that. Of course I'll be wrong. Trickster domain gives them stealth check advantage. Why? Create the perfect illusion of yourself. Alright, I'm listening. You can cast spells as though you were in the illusion space, but you must use your own senses. You become invisible. Do an extra d8 poison damage. You can create up to 4 duplicates. I mean, that could be fun. I just can't anticipate why and when. Looking at the war domain. First level, your gods deliver bolts of inspiration. When you use the attack action, you can make one weapon attack as a bonus action. Guided strike, gain a +10 to the roll. Give that +10 to somebody else. Deal an extra 1d8. Resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. All fairly standard stuff, that. I do like a cleric and a cleric subclass, and I think Death Domain, Black Powder, and the Portal Domain, that was it. And yeah, I think they're good. They're my favourites. I would certainly play those, and a Life Cleric. I'd drop a Life Cleric in there anytime. Tell me what you've enjoyed playing cleric-wise, tell me what you would like to play, and I'll see you in another video.